Welcome to PA Timber Goose. Today is May 7th and it's a very beautiful day. It's supposed to rain this afternoon, so I got to make this video before it rains. I'm about halfway back to Jeff Swamp, and I am parked up by Lebanon Reservoir. You have to walk up around the reservoir through the rhododendrons. It's very beautiful back here, very quiet. No wildlife other than a few ducks and geese. This area used to belong to a farmer back in the 1800s. And the farmer's name was Jefferson, so that's how Jeff Swamp got the name. Coal companies bought his property and it was mined out. And eventually the Game Commission bought it, and the Game Commission clear-cut this area. In 1980, they approximately clear-cut 7,000 acres. So a lot of this is grown back. There really is no access into this area unless you walk up past the reservoir, or you come in all the way in from the other side. This is the area where we got wet last time. We tried a water crossing and we never made it across. When we were here in the wintertime, the snow was actually getting deeper as we went back. When we got back in here, there was about 12 inches of snow, and it was getting very difficult to walk. And you can hear the water running behind me. And we'll spin you around here. You can see actually how deep this section is. Okay, let's continue down the trail and see what else we can see along the way. You can hear the woods robin singing in the background. And it's a very beautiful sound. I love to hear that sound. They're not behind my house yet this year, but I can hear the water down there. It's pretty thick. Let's keep moving down the trail here. Okay, walking along. There's a spring coming out of the ground here, and it looks like an old spring house. I don't know if you can see that. Let's get a better look at this. Definitely a lot of birds back here. I'm not sure how far it is back to Jeff Swamp. Hopefully I'm getting closer. This looks pretty cool. Never been in this area, so I'm not really sure what to expect. This is pretty interesting. Somebody built this on top of the spring here coming out of the ground. Definitely didn't do this by themselves. That rock has to be about 400 or 500 pounds. This looks like it's been here for a while. There's actually a very good flow coming out of this spring. If I was backpacking, I would probably be filtering some water out of here. I still wouldn't drink it straight. In the fall, I probably will be doing some backpacking trips, and this would be perfect for backpackers. That water's coming right out of the ground. I'll get a little closer here so you can see in there. Okay, you can see right inside of there. You can see my shadow in there too. The sun's at my back. There's a big piece of coal somebody left sitting on there, but that is definitely very interesting. If I knew that was there, I wouldn't have so much water in my pack. I could have filled up my water bottles right there. But next time I know, when I come back here, I have a clean source of water here. I can just filter it right out of there and cut most of the weight of my pack in half. See what else we can find along the trail here. That is definitely very interesting. The bugs are very hungry. I am getting eaten alive. It's getting warmer, so they're all coming out, and apparently I must be very delicious today. They are biting the heck out of me, whatever they are. Here's another stream coming out of the mountain here, and this definitely was a mine at one time. There's a large timber right here. You can see this, how big that is. And I would say this is the mine entrance right here. There's a slag pile. And if we walk up here, you get a better look. So this is the first mine I found back here. I know there's more than one. And there's a telltale sign of the orange water coming out of the ground. And there's a water pipe there. Lots of pieces of iron laying on this pile. Big giant bolts. This is a very large slag pile. I'm sure there's a few more mines back in here. Slag piles on both sides. There's one over there. And there's actually a road coming up here, right here. And they must have been driving right up to the front of the mine. Water coming out this side actually doesn't look too bad. It's pretty clean. The other side is orange. Some green ribbons here. I'm not sure if this is marking a trail or the mine entrances. Here's another shot of the slag piles. You can see the big gully in the middle where they dug that out. Okay, we got a fork in the road. I'm not sure which way to go. I'm gonna go down this trail here. And we'll investigate this one. I can hear the water running at the bottom, so this doesn't go very far. I am definitely in the area of the coal mines. I saw another gusher coming out of the side of the mountain, but I didn't walk up to check that one out. That one was kind of swampy. There was a lot of water coming out of there. So let's cut down the trail on the right here. Let's investigate this side. Here's an interesting find. There's an old dam here. You can see the large rocks going all the way across. And there's some old iron pipes going through here. You can see the rivets. I'm guessing they're pretty old. So they're probably using the water pile around here for something. I'm going to walk across the stream here and we will check out what's on the other side here. We're going to take a little break on the other side. I figure I walked about 4 miles so far. And I'm looking in the stream. The stream is very clear, but the pH might be too high for trout. I don't see anything in there. There's some fresh deer tracks there. And I'm gonna walk across here and check out these pipes. And I'm definitely going to get some wet feet. These are definitely some heavy-duty pipes here. You can they look like they're made out of iron. You can see the rivets in here. There's a big patch on that one. I wonder what that was for. Lots of old rivets on these iron pipes. So they must have dammed this up and used the water power for something. These rocks there look like they came from slag. Tiptoe across here. These rocks are very slippery. Lots of trails going every direction. I'm not going to check them all out. I see a fire ring over here from somebody, so I'm going to take a break here next to the water. Drink some water. It's definitely a very pretty area. Let's look in here and see if we can see some trout. This hole is actually pretty deep. Here's an interesting rock. You can see the fossils in it. All kinds of tree limbs in here and bark. I don't know what these are. Maybe these are ferns. The impression of ferns. Okay, we're going to continue on up the trail further and see what else we can find. There's a butterfly here catching some rays in the sun. I think he's warming his wings up a little bit. Still a little chilly from this morning's cold air. I would say we have arrived at Jeff Swamp. It looks kind of dry. I figured it would be full of water, but actually it's not. It's a big low spot where the stream is, and lots of coal mining activity in here. There's a road going up this way. See some orange water coming out of the side of the bank there. We'll take a look at that. There's another road up there, and you can hear the water gushing at the bottom. This is Jeff Swamp. It's completely flat and dry. I will walk up the trail further a little bit, and then we'll probably come back and relax a little bit in this spot. Okay, here's a big cave-in. It goes pretty far up the side of the hill. A little bit of water at the bottom. Definitely a pretty cool spot. You can see how far back in that goes, and it goes straight up. Okay, I'm not going to walk too far in here. I don't want nothing caving in on me. Lots of areas dug up back here. There's a flat spot up there. I'm obviously tempted to walk up there and take a look up there. Let's walk up here and see what this one looks like. Here's this short stretch here. It's about 100 yards wide. Here's another entrance here. This spot's caved in too. This is worth the climb up here to see what was up here. And it also looks like there's one over here. Must have been a very active area in here. Let's walk over here. This one looks a little larger. This one actually has water coming out of it. Get a better view here. So there's 3 entrances here, all within 100 yards of each other. The biggest one was the one all the way at the end, and this must have been a very busy place at one time. It was quite a climb up here. Now we're going to get down by the water and make some lunch, take a break. Had my workout for the day. Jefferson Swamp is actually an area that's surrounded by mines and slag piles. I actually assumed that it would be water. I actually assumed it would be a swamp full of water, and it's actually not. It's just a low spot. It probably fills up with water when we have a lot of rain. Let's go down here on the other side. Okay, now we're going to go down by the stream and make something to eat. I just have to find a safe place I can go down there. This actually is like in a row. I can walk down this ridge here and probably scoot down the other side. You can see how this kind of slopes down here. I fell a few times too many today. Now I'm covered in mud. It's very slippery in here. I think we're going to go down this side. Here's a very nice piece of coal. That would be a good Christmas present for somebody that's really bad this year. Maybe we'll hang on to that. Just back down the side. This water is so clear in here. I actually find it very hard to believe that there are no fish in here. It is so pretty back here. There's two streams that come together over here. There's one over there, and there's one over here. And one stream is Swatera, and the other one is West Branch Fishing. That would be a awesome spot to cool off on a hot day. Take a little dip in that spring water. And maybe I can get across this time without getting wet. A lot of moss in here. And these rocks are extremely treacherous. Okay. And slipping in there. That's very beautiful there. I think we're going to go up here and eat some lunch in this spot up here, right next to the stream. This is very beautiful. Alright, this looks like the perfect spot here. There we go. Man down again. That's 3 times today. And slippery rocks will get you every time. Okay, time for a lunch break. I have some bratwurst with me. I'm going to make a small fire, cook my bratwurst. Take a little rest here on this sandbar. It was a good day today. I only fell in the creek twice. Slid in a mud puddle there. Climbing up that hill, a stick got me. I saved the camera. Went face first into the bank. I did buy a better pair of hiking boots. I gave up on my Cabela's hunting boots. They were getting kind of tough on the feet on these long hikes. And today I'll probably walk about 10 miles, maybe a little bit more. So the boots I have on now are ankle high. And they came from Italy. So they're custom made boots. They're made by Crispy. They have a Vibram sole, Gore-Tex liner, so they're 100% waterproof. My pant legs are wet. And I fell a few times. I fell in the stream twice. Fell in the bank coming down here once. A stick got under my feet. I did save the camera. But here's a look at my boots. You can see the little tag in the toe. They say Crispy on them. They say there's no break-in period, and I'm a firm believer of that. These boots, as soon as I put them on, they felt like I had slippers on. They have a lot of ankle support. It's very stiff, and they will definitely get a workout this year. Okay, now we're going to make something for lunch here. I'll swing you around. You can see, swing the camera around here. You can see the beautiful waterfall right there. Not a soul in sight. Not a sound other than the water and the birds. This time I have no airplanes flying over me from Bendigo Airport. Just me in the woods. This is a place I would highly recommend coming for the day. Just come well prepared. Bring lots of water and food. Let's make something to eat here. Here's a very interesting looking spot. I didn't see any fish in this stream at all. But I think I'm above the acid mine drainage here. I saw a couple trout in here. Maybe I'm above where the pollution's coming in. Saw a couple small brook trout in there. Dark down in the rocks. This water is super clear. If it wasn't for the acid mine drainage, the stream would be full of native trout. Unfortunately it's not. The pH is too high. We are in Jeff Swamp, and it doesn't look too wet right now. Everything looks dry. There's another big flat spot over there. This area must submerge with water when the water comes up on these streams. Floods all this area because it's flat. We're going to go upstream a little bit further here, and we'll see if we can find any more brook trout hiding in here. This is definitely a very beautiful area back here. The only downfall is the orange water. I only saw a few fish in that one spot. That's the only fish I saw all day. I've walked a pretty big section of the stream. It's definitely very scenic with all the waterfalls, the little pockets and ripples. This area is definitely untouched. See no trash whatsoever. Definitely a spot to see. And the trail's actually very easy to walk. Once you get up over the hump where the reservoir is, it's definitely worth a day trip back here. Bring a lunch and pack lots of water. Okay, now we're going to head back out, and we might explore some old mine ruins on the way out. Okay, this is the last mine I'm going to walk around today, and stepped in a big hole. Now I have orange foot. It's very soft in here with the water's coming out of these mine entrances. As you can tell, I have a nice orange boot now. Okay, this is the last mine entrance I'm going to investigate today. There's about 7 or 8 of these down in the beginning of the trail where I crossed the water. This one actually still has a hole in the side. There's a couple vent holes you can feel air coming out of. And there's a part of a roof there with some timbers and some metal on the top. This area is littered with coal. There are big pieces, little pieces everywhere. Watch where you step. You might get an orange foot. Just like that. The ground is very soft here, so you really got to be careful where you step. Thanks for watching PA Timber Ghost. And as always, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. It really helps the channel. My channel is starting to grow. My subscriber numbers are going up, and I'm always looking for more. So thanks to all my subscribers, and thanks for watching today. We'll see you on the next video.